I thank you so much. I hadn't looked to see that that wasn't on. So I've been talking this whole time to absolutely nothing. Uh, Thank you, Akos. I was just saying there's some big exciting news today. The developers have put out a little bit of artwork to say that there's a 3-day countdown to the Skulls event. But in some clever-minded people on the Discord saw that when you saved the artwork, it was labeled RTDH Skulls 3 days left. DH probably standing for Dark Heresy, which is another tabletop RPG like Rogue Trader. It was the one that sort of came after it and was about the Inquisition. So there's a good chance they might be announcing a Dark Heresy game, similar to how you have Pathfinder Kingmaker and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So yeah, we're all excited that there might have been a little whoopsie daisy. So apologies that the start of the stream had no sound. And yes, Akos, you are an absolute star. I'm glad you're my only viewer to let me know that there was no sound. Uh, but yes, no, excited to hear if that is the case. But yeah, I was just saying at the end of the last stream, I just got my heavy weapons for the stolen autocannon, so I've got my little heavy gunner Daka set up. And I was probably going to pick up Heinrichs here, and I was just stealing items off A-Blood, so I'm going to level him up and gear him up. And I'm probably going to do the Arc Militant Heinrichs build. Yeah, no, a Dark Heresy game would be pretty cool. Once this loads, let me just have a look at my Heinrichs option. Do I take Destined anyway? I do take Blade of Light, but I could actually push that back and take Destined here. And if I take that there... Now we could always take Blade of Light a little bit later. We don't... I would like to keep dual weapon combat, Hymns of Hatred as well. Dependable is also fine. So we could take Blade of Light here. Because it's going to be more than 10% of Edge of Dawn. And I still want all of that. Yeah, maybe here. Sorry, I'm just changing some things on the build plan here. Let's get the chat back up. Yeah, no, I'd love to see a Dark Heresy game. If they do any more DLCs, I would hope that it would be a separate campaign because the campaign's already suffering from quite a bit of EXP bloat.
And yet, until now, you have spent your entire life on a void ship.
This place is almost...
There's Heinrichs.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Hi.
Seneschal?
Yeah. Come with me, we have stuff to do. Funny enough, Heinrichs is one of the better companions to actually bring along, because he has a lot of interactions that explains a lot of stuff that's going on, seeing as he already knows everything that's going on, being an Inquisitorial agent.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ablard, we're going to drop you out for this for a little bit. There's no introductions to be done here. Yeah, so what I was just quickly playing around with was what we were going to do with this build. So for now, we can actually take Thick Skin, because we don't really need Rigorous Training, although it does give a 20% dodge, so you could take the Thick Skin here to get your parried up, or you could even take Rigorous Training. So after a charge, you get 14%, but it's plus agility bonus, so it does go up over time. So we're going to want Weapon Skill. You can go all the way into Biomancy here, or you can also pick up Pyromancy here. For now, I'm actually going to grab the Pyro stuff. Medicaid, just because it's good to have to be able to take those kits on it. We can take some weapon skill here. I am going to pick up Psychominoris, so if I want to take the next level of abilities, I can. We're going to take Athletics. So here, you can take Body of Flames or Hardened Scars. I'm going to take Body of Flames, because I am actually going to be building him to do the Orchestrate stuff. But if you're not going Pyromancy route, then you would take Hardened Scars there. Yep, we want Dam Breach 2, because it's the best one. We could take Relentless Blaze, but for now I'm actually going to take Impetus. Yeah, now we're going to want to get some agility to get his dodge up a little bit. You can take Orchestrate here or Taunting Scream. I actually am going to take Orchestrate Flames. And then you can take Blade of Light or Destined. For now, I'm actually going to take Destined because we're probably not going to be using a Force Sword right away. So we'll get some more agility. Then we'll get some athletics. Then we'll take Desolation because we're going the agility route. Oops, up here. Yep, so we'll do some extra damage boost on that. We've already got athletics. We can take some of the lore stuff, or we can go into Carews, which is fine. And then we will grab toughness because that will boost that up just a nice little bit. And here we can take Psychomajoris, which will boost some of our set for the fire stuff. Or you can, like I said, you can go into maybe Blade of Light, but like I said, we're not going to be using that for now. Perfect. And let's gear him up real quick. So yes, he's obviously got his nice little Force Sword. We've already picked up Veil Render, which is actually the Force Sword upgrade for him. For now, we're not really going to be that invested in it, so I'm going to put the Heirloom Orc Pistol on the side, so he does have the sort of 2-weapon fighting with that. I don't really use the Biomancer stuff, so it's going to be absolutely fine to give him the Great Sword, which is probably what we're going to use mostly for now. Yep. And I'd much rather have the fencing stuff. Yep. Give you that. Don't need the toughness thing then. Anyone else can use it. Toughness is 30. I'll up your health a little bit. Or it won't, because I think you need a full one. Oh, well. Where were we? Oh, yes, we wanted to give you that. You can't take the cape, but you can take the less damage from critical hits cape. We can also make it so you can't take critical hits, which means... or we can even take it so 0 sum, so the chance he takes 0 damage. For now, we're going to pop him on with the helmet. Missionary Oath, no, I'm not using that setup with him. Yeah, you gotta remember to use it. Who do we want at the front? Probably Cabela. There we go. The only reason I've got my Road Trader at the front is because they're the one that does my spot checks for traps.
The machine god grants the insight.
We also got the Charge Staff, which is an upgrade for Idra.
I won't tolerate
But most of the enemies in this area are kind of like lightning immune, so it's not really the best. But one of the things we can do here is if we come straight here and go behind this wall,
what others do not.
we can do the dialogue here to try and get the electricity buff. Cool. Yep. So on we go.
My lead.
And let's try not to pick up a ton of injuries trying to get through this section.
Operation successful.
Yeah, just waiting for that to do it before we go into the ambush.
Submit and you'll die quickly.
Oof.
Your death.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Actually, rather than bring it down,
I am a
let's get some
navigator,
stones out.
not a servitor.
Though that did take away our own cover.
You don't frighten me.
We
I'll
can
put my psychic
still...
abilities to use.
Mm-hmm. So 1, 2... yeah, let's do it.
But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object.
Ooh. Good damage, good damage. Yeah, impetus and desolation in there, so the base damage is really high. There's yeah.
Vengeance will be swift.
He didn't pick up any wounds, did he? Nope, still good.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Okay, let's see
As honor
if we can
ordains.
take out this guy.
The shadows will see it done. As honor fought by the web.
Ah, I thought that would have killed him.
I shall. Trust me. The shadows will come. The other side awaits. I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Then we got
Lord Emperor,
Argenta
move
first.
through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Right, we want to try and hopefully not get destroyed by
As
that.
the I'll do it.
Okay, so now our main
All too
duke.
easy. My tactics are flawless. Nothing of value has
Nice.
been lost.
No XP to follow up though. Alright, so we're gonna need to snipe some dudes. Uh, 80%, that should be good. Okay, so hopefully get some heals there.
Battlefields are always drowned
We'll
in
probably
scarlet.
actually want to give Pascal another go to try and take out that sniper. Nice. Splat. So now we got Heinrichs again. So we'll try to get him up. He can give himself a nice little buff. He'll charge up as far as he can.
Throne's glory.
But because we won't actually be able to get to them, we'll have to use Pyromancy. Bella, however, she
A
very
dance
much
of
will.
Blades and shadows. As honor ordains, I shall my killing
Nice.
brings me no pleasure.
Nice. And that should be combat done. Didn't pause it quick enough.
Regret this. I tire of idleness. Let's
When the faithful are idle, heresy.
I guide humanity between the stars.
enjoy your luck while you
Ugh,
still draw
took an
breath.
injury because of it.
I stand in recognition.
Great, and that's stuff that I need to not... I'm going to have to probably go back to the ship, because otherwise that trauma's going to be a
That was a
problem.
problem for you.
Yep, we got the pistol for Pascal, but we're not going to use that just yet.
The
Come
Inquisition
back.
taught me many things.
Victory awaits.
Let's wait for the little lightning so we don't pick up any more. Well, it doesn't matter, we could actually just run through this. We're going to go back to the ship now anyway. Just to clear the trauma we've picked up. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I don't care. We're going to go to the ship anyway.
Cleanses the body.
Unfortunately, we don't want our ranged character to have lower perception because then they're just not going to hit. The wonders of our cat design traps that battle ends and you can't even pause quick enough before it auto turns on and kills you. Yeah.
I
That stuff, if they are doing a Dark Heresy game, I hope that's something they learn not to do more of that. It's just like needless screen time. Well, loading screen time. But yeah, I'm hoping it is a Dark Heresy announcement at Skulls. Oh, I forgot to give Heinrichs, I think, consumables. I did. We lost the electricity buff, but honestly, I don't care because it's not as important as not having traumas on our main character. Doing great, everyone. Thank you for the Google Doc. Makes leveling the game less stress. I am glad to hear. That's obviously why we got that. Make that a lot easier. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the DLC because we know they're putting in a universal shotgun buff. The Arbites Origin's going to have 3 different playstyles: shield, voice, and shotguns. And we're also getting the pet tier 2 archetype. And the DLC is probably, it's going to introduce a new warp enemy. We're hoping new, or they're just going to expand the existing ones. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, we could have made that if we just ran straight through.
As it should be.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
It's about time.
Alright, so you actually get more EXP for disguising here. Apparently there are files that mention orcs in game. It's just, yeah, it's just not in there. I really want there to be orc enemies. I really do. Especially as there's a lot of freebooters in the area. They're in the actual tabletop, they are one of the main enemies. So the fact that they don't have it is a bit odd. Also, if you've never done the disguise here, the outfits for the heretic stuff actually go really hard. Capella doesn't look any different. Unless, I don't think they gave her one. That might be something to mention. I don't think she has one. But yeah, look at look how cool they look. Yeah, Orcs and Tau. I hope they expand Necrons, to be fair. I feel like how they're currently implemented isn't the best. I want more. Like, Necrons are the faction that I played. No, but this was like back in 3rd edition. I haven't played for a long time. Yes, Dark Mechanicus Pascal. Looks cool as shit.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Was there anything else I needed to disable? Was that everything?
You are my next.
Yeah, that is the one thing with that. But maybe if they do a Dark Heresy, they can pick a different location and they could have Tau. I might be able to do it. 65. We'll have to see. Oh, toughness failed. Oh, just have to tell Pascal to do it then. Ugh, and yet he does it fine. Zap. Oh, for God's sake. And we picked up 2 traumas from that as well. Which one do we take here? It is Stead Superiority 2. Oh wait, no. Firearm Mastery. We can get 3, yeah. Nope. X damage, yep. Pascal's, it really doesn't matter. Yep. Definitely want that one. Yeah, like, yeah, dude, there's so much they could do with Dark Heresy. I do hope they go for it. To be fair, I actually have the Excel sheet on my second monitor, because normally I look at that and see what I'm meant to do, and then think, what do I want to do for this run? Because it's just a guide. Like, it's a template, so you can change stuff around yourself. Like, it's not meant to be always followed one for one. It's just to give you sort of an idea whilst you're learning, and then you just sort of change and pick what you want. That's 100%. Yeah, you, like I said, you get more XP doing it this way. It's how you get to level 16 for the Aurora fight. Ugh. Now, annoyingly...
Victory awaits. Guide my
Yeah.
strikes true against the heretics who have encroached upon these halls. Let not one villain escape the God Emperor's retribution delivered by our hands.
If I remember, it's Motive Force, the Arcane Key, Immortal Reason. Oh no, Omnissiah. Yeah, Omnissiah, Key, Immortal Reason.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What do we get? Critical hit chance or range attacks against enemies with less than 50, and Arc Rifle, which doesn't really work. Only the Alpha Arc Rifle works. Yep, you can take that. There we go. Much better. Yeah, no one else is really shooting at the moment. Yes, I know there's the Cognator, but before we do
It's
that,
about time.
my Rogue Trader lost the ability to shoot. I fought the Defiler last night at Daring. Yeah, he's pretty tanking. If you don't need... So you're meant to destroy those pylons, and then he becomes much easier to kill. But my builds can actually just power through his extra health. Yeah, the improved Heavy Bolter is bloody fantastic. Ugh. So that's what I get for not having a toughness Rogue Trader. Yeah, I have seen that the arc rifles that get turned to plasma. At the moment, only Alpha Arc Rifle actually does the additional area stuff properly, which is kind of annoying.
None shall stand
Yeah,
in
I've
my
actually
way.
managed to get all the achievements for this one. It took a lot of work. The problem that I found that Rogue Trader does with achievements is they don't make them fun challenges. They really make it something that you really have to go out of your way to do it. That can require an entire dedicated run. Like that rash thing. Like F out of here. Like it's ridiculous to have to run the whole game with the rash.
Take a knee.
Ambush. Cool. Alright, normally they do like no damage, but obviously I don't have the buff. So they're going to do some damage. Yeah, Blade Dancers, Pyromancer will just shred everything. Argenta, where are you? You're there. Okay, cool. You've not actually got anyone touching you.
Rejoice in battle. Work is a prayer.
Nice. She's not gonna have enough to be able to do that, but she will be able to do this.
As the
Cool.
deliver us.
Where Rogue Trader? You also have no one touching you, which is good.
Suits my purposes.
Which means we get to mow some things down.
Nothing. Chance. All too easy.
Cabela.
As the tenets caught by the web.
Alright, one of the nice little things to do here.
Come, the other side awaits.
Dead.
Death
Yep.
comes in silence. Trust me.
Oh, we have death from above charges? Why?
I shall
Oh, we
not
did kill
fail.
2, to be
As
fair.
honor ordains, let your soul be purged. As the tenets demand. As honor ordains by the web.
Yeah?
I shall not. My blade whispers your name.
For some reason, something weird was going on there. Nice. Actually, Cassian might just be able to bonk this guy.
A new challenge for me.
I don't like not being able to rebuild from level 1. Yeah, that does annoy with Mazrahai. Like, yeah, him being a warrior executioner would be nice. He still doesn't have access to rock swords, so it's not the best, but it'd be useful. Skip. Yep. Cause I'm not dogmatic, I can't tell them to come with me. If you're dogmatic, you can tell them to come fight with you, but that's what that's for.
Victory awaits.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Mazrahai does get a lot of toxin bleeding stuff as well, because that is the Drukhari weapons. So you could just, once they fix shearing strikes as well, you can just go around the whole map shearing strikes things as the Executioner to inflict all those statuses. Pascal announced me. Yeah, let's get some points. Let's go attack him. Where are we on the old item class scale?
And you'll die quickly.
Oh, we've actually made it to item class 2. Cool. Yep. So we get some extra MP. So over here we've got Pascal and Heinrichs, Cabela, Cassian, Argenta. Yeah, that's not the worst split. Oof. But we are going to be going late down. Kind of want them to focus Heinrich, so we're going to pop him up front. Yeah, Cabello, you kind of want to be the one that gets focused. Right.
As honor ordains.
Hopefully we'll kill this one with the blade dance.
An offering
Nice.
of blood. As the tenets demand.
Kill
As
you,
honor
maybe?
ordains.
Nope. Close. Not close enough. Good parry, good parry. Cassia's not Grand Strategist yet,
I have read tomes of military tactics.
because she's only just hit level
This is a
15.
job for the serfs. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Alright, let's get some AP.
As death is a blessing. As the tenant's killing brings me no pleasure. The shadows will trust me.
Alright, some good damage around. I could have killed this one, but I just wanted to make sure everyone had taken some damage. I could actually finish the job on him. Huh? Can't quite hit the rest of them. Heinrichs. Alright, we're going to actually have him a little bit up front, so let's play him a little bit tankier.
Lord Captain.
See what we can do to these
Let's
guys.
see to it.
Parries by one. Yeah, Grand Strategist is really strong. So we're going to make it so Heinrichs isn't going to get caught by our attack. And if anything, that should have put his deflection up a little bit. Yes. That's up outside of the reach. Alright, so Jintor. And now these guys, whilst Argento won't hit my character. Yep. Who goes next? A lot of them do. She will actually get quite a few shots from this. She loves it. Oh my god. Missed way too much. Ah. Pascal, you're over meow. So let's give them some recoil. Ooh. Actually, we can give our team quite a bit of armor here. Yeah, so 9 extra armor. That's not too bad. We're not close enough really to use that grenade. Mowed down one of his own boys. Alright, Kibbles. Well, many things died, so we're going to have quite a bit of movement here.
I shall not fail. As on the the other side awaits. The shadows will see it done.
Ooh, I've already injured myself with that. And she has 2 death from above, so we can get in range.
I shall not killing.
Nice.
Pleasure. Trust me. As honor ordains.
Then we have Cassio's turn. We might actually go here, buff Heinrichs, give Heinrichs an extra turn. So that way what he can do is, whilst he's still under his effects, we can set up his orchestrate. So when we actually come around to his turn, he's good to go. Can we drop castigation? Or are you not in sight? Alright, now it's Heinrichs' actual turn. So if we go here, we can get ourselves a nice little desolation charge. Some good damage. Some good boy damage. Yeah, that for that charge. So what was that? 84 in Act 1? It's not bad. And we can put that on so you can stay tanky. Alright, and now it's our next lady. So we could move up to here. And then rapid fire that.
Suits my purposes.
Argenta. Oh, nice.
Guided by faith.
We
the Emperor
need
commands,
to
I act.
try and get up. Unfortunately, we can't get anywhere to actually shoot anything. Womp womp. Heinrich's is a great dodge tank. That is what I'm doing for him at the moment. He's not the best, because at the moment he's got his buffs on, so he's got 133, which is pretty good. Cabela's not had those buffs and still doing pretty good. How's our road trade doing? 85. But yeah, like, you can see the sources of it. Defensive maneuvers, yeah, because he's been attacked, it goes up, so that's pretty nice. Right, what can we snipe? Snipe you? Oh, we can snipe you as well. Yep. Kibella. Yeah, let's drop this. Oh, you're definitely dying.
As the come, the other side awaits. The shadows.
I think parried, you say. And where is Cassiar? So
Step aside.
can we reach?
The navigator
Yes,
is
we
coming.
can.
Me?
Very nice.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Then Lord Captain, however, can't quite do the shot on that. But what she can do, put one of these and then drop one of these. Shotgun pistol, baby. I'm surprised none of these guys have transformed, actually. Right, let's just start moving up. I meant to you.
Let's see to it.
Oh, then her main turn.
Forge ahead. Suits my purposes.
Can't hit that one, but we can. Let's just go full luck. Yeah, baby. Big heavy gun doing big heavy gun things, and then no. All right, Cabela's in the way, so we're just gonna take some normal shots. We'll load up this stuff, but we can't use it. Boom.
There is only death, yours or mine. As honor orders.
Cool, that's you dead. And the last tech priest.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, we can at least get sight on this guy to drop some pyro.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh, then we get his extra turn.
Focus. Your
Nice.
reckoning is due.
We need to start building up towards Dogmatic 2, so we're going to start picking some Dogmatic options. Yep. Another thing the game is lacking is more diverse heavy weapons. There's not a lot. 3 heavy flamers, 2 heavy bolters, 2 multi-mounters. Well, actually, there is still some more. So if we pop open the spreadsheet for a second, unfortunately, a lot of it is Xenos weapons. So if we go down to the heavy stuff, because I was updating this today. So obviously, you've got the heavy bolter that only a heretic road trader can use, but you do have obviously the splinter cannons and the rune cannons. So you've got the Toon rune cannon, well, the shuriken cannon, and then the rune carve shuriken cannon. You've got splinter cannon, violent splinter cannon, piercing splinter cannon, gaze of the void, which is a dark lance heavy. So there are some, but yeah, there's no heavy plasma guns. There's only 1 multi-melter. There's a few heavy stubbers, but yeah, I'd prefer some more heavy bolters. Like, I'm not going to say that I don't want more. Okay. I don't count the Xenos. Fair. Me neither. Good. For the Emperor. What did you have? Blasphemous Prison. Avengers Gauntlets. There we go, Heinrichs. That's for you. Let's quickly loot these guys. Yep. Stoof. I was lucky none of those turned into Chaos Spawns, actually. That's probably one of the longest it's taken me to do it, because I took 4 rounds. It's probably because I'm using 2 gunners, whereas if I had Ablard as well, I probably could have pushed that a lot quicker. Yeah, there is one called Heavy Plasma, and it isn't heavy. But who knows, maybe that's something they'll fix with the DLC. They're changing some base stuff, like with the buff, shotguns again boosted to like only costing 1 AP, so we never know what they might also buff. Oh yeah, no combi weapons. At least we got a shovel in the DLC. Woo! Shovel!
It's about time.
Well, no. Oh yeah, the shield's going to be fun because you'll be able to do like shield and shotgun, but you'll also be able to do some other little things with that, like having shield and sword. So you can finally make your paladin builds. And it's going to be something that you can do with Ablard as well. I'm hoping they add a storm shield for Ulfar, because everyone likes to use Ulfar as a blocker, and it would just be, you know, nice if you could actually build him as one. Give him like one of his axes in the shield or a bolter in his shield. Funny enough, the build I'm playing actually makes Ulfar very usable. Yeah, shield plus bolt gun is pretty nice.
Thanks to you. There is one more thing.
Yeah, 48 rate of fire. You're lucky you didn't crash the game.
Apologies in advance if I would like to offer my assistance in resolve. It all depends on.
Alright, I'm probably going to want Ablard for the final fight. So I am going to borrow these back. I'm sorry, Hoinwicks. Don't worry, I will be using you soon. Where's the sword gone? I blind. There. Gross. Didn't I get a bunch of... Oh, yes. And... Oh, modified bolter. Yeah, we're not using that anyway, though. Auto gun, not using that. Yeah, I don't think the rest will need. Ah. Immediately making the shield and sword merc for, yeah, Comic Taskmaster. I'm doing Thunderbolts, so I'm planning to use Voidborn Officer, Greatsword Baron Zemo as my rogue trader. Still need to see the movie. Nice. That's the point. Idra, we also picked you up a staff upgrade, didn't we? Wait, there. Very nice. Yep, so it's fine. A blood, you can take the strength one. Yep. Okay. So let's go get the heavy armor upgrade. And then go fight Aurora. Oh, actually, we also need to quickly pop over here, because that spawns now. Oh, Lozino's check. Yep, Ablard. And we got ourselves Venom Blade. And a blast pistol. something Jay can use. But yeah, the XP for that. Oh, that's a point. Back to the bridge. We need to make sure we've talked to everyone to make sure we got all the EXP before we go do it. Otherwise, we won't hit 16 at the starport. So we also need to talk to Abel on the bridge. Yes, good thing I remembered that. So, Mr. Heinrichs, give me EXP.
I did. Like, when I arrived on picture. What? Since. You. Glad.
I don't know which.
I had never even considered such a. Your concern for my. We are not.
Make him feel awkward.
The Lord, as soon as we dock on.
Oh, didn't mean to ask him to leave. That was a whoopsie daisy. Or was it Abel? Shield plus hand flamer, interesting. Oh, I forgot to look at the coordinator. Yeah. Cool. Number 28. Cool. Anything? Yeah. And we need to go do the bath scene. That's important. It's important to everyone, I swear to God. Yeah, flame shield seems peak. My first one did Minister Soldier, Tactician, Flame and Melter. It was okay, but I'm not sure I can do better as an excuse. Yeah, I hope they buffed melters and not just shotguns. Melters really, really need some love. Oh, Heinrichs and Pascal still needs to be done. Yeah, we need to go have a bath with Pascal. Very important. Every run. Take a bath with the crew. Where were we? Yeah, no, I like fire and everything. I always play Pyromancer when we get to it. There are some interesting hand flamers that you can get. There's like a hidden one behind a perception check in Act 3. And the pit before you take it over is like a little base. But yeah, we'll also need to get the Medal of Alacrity. So we pop here. IMAX, you can stay there for the moment. Yes. Argenta, we're going to need 2 snipers to try and take out the sniper. Don't really need Argenta in these fights coming. Yeah, Pascal's the best. He actually gets to the boss like, what, you invite me for a buff? I get in the buff. What are you talking about? This was your idea. I'm like, yeah, cheers, cool, man. Cool, profit factor. Alright, let's quickly talk to you. So, yep, we can pick up that. Give that to you. Nice. And then we just quickly need to pop to the ship just to get the Medal of Alacrity. Yeah, the Adeptus Mechanicus are actually pretty cool. I think Road Trader is a really good way to get introduced to a lot of stuff in 40k. Like, if it's not something you're all that familiar with, like, doing a run in it, definitely worthwhile.
Victory awaits.
Yeah, no, Pascal's definitely one of my favourite companions. Mechanicus and the Tabletop are a really cool faction. Like, there are rumours we might be seeing Dawn of War 4 at the Skulls event on the 22nd. It's streaming 5 p.m. BST. I'm really hoping, if they do it, that the Mechanicus is actually its own faction in it. No, there's quite a few ones I actually hope that they include. Anything I've forgotten to equip? Oh, yeah, we need to replace your grenade. You're good, you're good. Capilla. Ablard, yep. Actually, just in case, we'll give you the big one. Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, the origin is kind of tied to operate at the moment, so they'd need to change it a little bit if they were to have it as like something anyone could use. Like, they were planning to do more with the whole reject the flesh thing. They didn't really do anything with it. Something's wrong here.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Who did I talk to? Oh! We got to talk to the Master of Ceremonies, that's why. There we go. Let's see, how's the FPS looking for this? Still chugging along down to 30 FPS. Well, at least I've got an auto cannon on that. Good gunner spot. Yeah, if they give Optiv some buffs, so you could do like a melee Pascal, that would be nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Dune influence, there's a lot of Robocop, there's a lot of Judge Dredd as well. You're really going to see the Judge Dredd influence in the next DLC. Man! No. Tank didn't get a chance to shoot. Oh, no. If there's a faction that I dislike, it's the Drukhari. I just think they're really lame edgelords. Like, it's one of the few factions I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, early 40k had a lot of 2000 AD to it. Yeah, especially the 30k stuff as well. Here we come to fuck up your day. Yeah, it's not the MP talents that's the issue. It's the after he attacks, he kind of gets locked, but you can fix that with Void Veteran Boots, no problem. But that means characters that are more suited to using charge, like warriors, then don't have the Void Veteran Boots. Sun thieves! Yeah, I hate Drukhari so much. So much. They're just such lame edgelords. They're like they're like people who play Tiefling Warlock in Dungeons and Dragons. It's sort of the best way I can describe them. Yeah, yeah, they just straight up steal a sun. Like, oh goddamn.
Suits my purposes. Already done. Of value has been lost.
Abelard.
Victory is imminent.
Let's move a little way away so we can get full charge.
Who took care of this one?
Idivar? Okay, so she's suffering from her little psychic shock, so she's only going to be able to be sniping.
Anything is.
I serve the ruinous powers! Stay vigilant. Death to the believers! Chaos rides me!
Ooh, they dropped a naughty. She's not going to be able to one-shot him because we need to load up. But then we can do that, and then we can do this.
Death is a blessing.
Leader of the cultists is up there. We don't want to pick up too many injuries trying to get up
As
there.
honor ordains.
You have a melee.
The shadow killing brings me no pleasure.
You are full health at the moment.
I shall not fail.
Sorry, one second. Check see if my phone was ringing there. I heard headset froze it off now. Still just outside of it. I'm risking taking an injury if I jump again. I can just do that.
Thee my blood and my pain. Thou hast ordained that
Here
I
we go.
shall live.
Injury's fine. I was just trying to avoid a trauma. Oh, Cassia's not having a good time here.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Could give Abelard charge, or we can take a burst on Catherine.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Ooh, never stop shooting parked. We get ourselves a 3 burst. Mostly missed, but we got that burst nonetheless.
Suits my purposes. Let's see how they respond to this.
Very nice. Let's leave the sword out in case we get meleeed, actually. Then Cassia. Let's throw some fire.
If you insist, Lord Captain, another foe painted black.
Alright, Pascal. Actually, with us right here, let's just smack this guy. Then we'll drop down you. Drop this just to get some armor. Oh my god, they keep running through the little warp storms. Oh, more heretics coming. Alright, so these ones are mostly dead. So we're going to go here so we don't run into the storm.
Not a problem for me.
Oof. Nice. 2 nice little bursts. Avelard, can you actually charge over to get to them? Very nice. Yeah, the AI is definitely not the smartest. That's no one's ever going to accuse them of that. Idra, I see that you have decided to have your warp powers back. Use it to take out Pascal. Cool.
On it. Anything else?
Cabella's still doing pretty good. Alright, let's jump here. Oh, yes.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed as
If we jump
thou hast
here,
willed.
very nice. Very nice.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Well, actually, we might as well do that to get the extra AP. We're back to full health. Mark you.
I am your blade.
Damn it! We took the crippled arm. We have basically made Cabela useless for the Aurora fight. That is the problem. That is the problem. But now we don't really care about the other traumas that we could pick up. Blade dance.
As killing brings me no pleasure. Death comes in silence.
Yes, most of these guys.
Trust me. Come, the other side awaits. As honor ordained, death is a blessing.
Blade Dancer, both very powerful, but its own worst enemy. Who's still alive? You down there, and you over there.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't try to die with grace, at least. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Couldn't even get that guy laying down. Cool. Oh no! These guys are killing themselves.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Yeah, we're gonna struggle to hit this guy.
Not a problem for me.
It's just a guy laying down. I really can't kill him. Idra, just hit him with the stick. Perfect. Toast can get back up. Yep. How do you combat high enemy dodge chance in the late game and unfair? Perception and buffs, mostly buffs. Because obviously officer buffs raise all your stats. So yeah, that will do most of them. All right. Alright, Pascal, get rid of your own injury. Bella, damn.
Do you think
Like I said, that's going to be very annoying. You've essentially become trash. Oh, I should have taken Heinrichs instead of her. Oh well. Yeah, don't ever teach your hooks lay down. But if you tell them they can't be hurt whilst they're laying down, they won't be able to be hurt whilst laying down.
None shall stand in my way.
Swish. You coming? Yep. Yeah, the problem about, obviously, again, for this final section, Act 1, because you don't have any trauma kits, actually picking up any traumas before Aurora, bit of a nuisance. Yeah, buffing and debuffing is kind of how you deal with dodges. And Blade Dancer, when they Blood Oath as well, they guarantee hit.
The glow of emergency beacons in the darkness is more. Your cries of mercy.
Yes. Who's going first? Oh, you are. So let's put you there, put you there. Yep, will do.
Already done. Suits my purposes. Nothing.
Good damage.
Not a problem for me.
That's a miss, however.
A dance of blades and shadows.
How much health they have? Not very much.
The shadows will see it done. As I shall not fail.
Yep.
As honor ordained.
Nice.
Trust me.
Yep, they'll do it, and if they move, they're gonna die. Nice, and it's going for Ablard, which is what we wanted.
Aim for the heart.
Suicides. Oof. Blah 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 blah. Just out of reach, but if we go here.
Give me strength. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Yep, we got our little friends down there.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
He exploded again. Did we pick up any new ones? Nope.
It will be done.
Wow.
Victory is imminent.
Which one?
I'm not interested.
Ooh, knock back.
I will do my duty.
Alright, Idira.
Was that you? Or
Well, let's lightning arc.
will do.
Pascal, you bump, and give us 10 armor. Catherine. Ooh, let's hope we don't gun down Ablard here. That was risky. Took out Aurora with plasma rifle charge shot that blew up my road trader's face. Good times indeed. Cool, that guy is... Oh, there's one there actually.
I bring mercy and retribution. Do you think my body was suffering? As honor or death, my blade whispers your name.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
If we can't hit both of them...
But of course. On it.
Oh, one of them hit me back. Cute.
My place is at the fore. It will be done. At your beck and call.
That is out of reach for Taunt and Scream. Idra, you're going to want to move up a little bit. But, is there anywhere we can get where we can still snipe that guy? Can you snipe from here? Nope.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Where's the leader?
Will do.
Alright, that should kill him actually on his turn.
Was
Alright, well, yep, weak body, weak soul, the Chaos Spawn. Right, Pascal. And just in case that thing does attack. So, Catherine. Catherine.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
I love these guns. So, they're dead. That's cool. Oh, hello.
Your blade and shield.
No, you're gonna not like this. So that just leaves you, but there's no point trying to move you up anymore.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Ah, very nice. And she even got ourselves a never stop shooting 3 attack. Never stop shooting is very, 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 very good.
All too easy. I shall not fear. Nothing
I should have moved a little bit closer, actually. That's good. That's fine. It was a bonus attack anyway.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
curse you, miscreant.
What an unfortunate turn.
Alright, Abelard. Let's go say hi. Very nice. Also very nice. Idira, however. Firestarter cultist. Do I really want to risk it? I don't think I do, actually.
What of course.
Yeah, we'll take the sniper shot for now. So that should just leave Chaos Spawn. Oh, and our little friend there.
Forge ahead.
Uh-huh. Oh, I thought that guy would die from that, but I guess not.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Shotgun pistol. Are you sure it does affect burst weapons? Heavy gun possible with bounty hunter. You can't obviously reduce the cost if you go bounty hunter. Bounty hunter is actually very good with high rate of fire rifles. Because yeah, with the rifles you can obviously get a lot of armor pen. So you can get a... Oh, I accidentally had the whole team selected. But yeah, you can get a lot of yeah, high armor pen that way.
Victory awaits.
So yeah, if you were going to do a bounty hunter, like dual pistols would be good. Any of the rifle builds would be good. But heavy gunner you could do, but obviously you're not going to get the AP reduction. But you can use the artificer power armor to get down to normal levels. So yeah, that's also an option.
Follow my lead.
Let's try not to run through any more warp storms. Yeah, Blade Dancer, trying to make sure that you use the medkits so you don't pick up too many traumas. If you're not using the trauma build, is important. How much XP do we got going? 560. Let's see, will we get before or after the sniper fight? What are your thoughts? New class coming in the DLC? Well, the new Origin looks very fun, and the new class also looks very fun. So I'm looking forward to both. I'm probably going to try a test run with a 6-man pet build, just for the fun of it, really. I must have missed something, because you can hit 16 as soon as you get here.
The shuttle we use for the evacuation must be handled with caution.
With all due respect to your faith, Hernaben, if we find a working shuttle, we will worry about restoring the
I need a
machine
secondary
spirit equilibrium when
sniper.
we're back on on board our ship.
Damn, I put all of the... Oh, actually, we can still access our cargo. Very nice. I need one sniper rifle. Thank you. But...
Do you dare to look me in the eye?
Are you ready to die?
Cool.
Hold on. Let's make it quick.
Ow.
Let's see how they respond to this.
I know there are mines. I want to see them.
Something of interest. Investigate.
Damn! Wasn't careful enough.
Already done.
That is gonna suck before the next fight.
Been lost.
That's gonna suck a lot before the next fight. God damn it.
If I may.
Thank you.
Poop.
Now where
Poop, 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 poop.
Out of my way. Let's get...
Meh.
the shadows reveal their secrets. An offering of
Mm.
you cannot trick death. It will claim me.
Damn. Damn, damn, damn,
Just
damn.
found the other side I will leave.
That is going to make Aurora quite difficult. Newts.
I know what is to come. Anything else?
Oh, that's just out of range, huh?
Will do.
Oof. Is there nowhere I can get... Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's going to make Aurora quite interesting indeed. It's not the worst, but it's not the best.
Excellence
Oh,
matters.
I didn't hit... Oh, no! I did not hit the level. I must have missed something. I must have missed a dialogue somewhere.
I did fine.
Well, that's not good. We didn't get to the required level. We need to kill...
Done.
Let's get to 16 for Aurora.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I thought I had done all the talks.
The whispers told me a secret.
What is that? I rise to the occasion. Excellence matters.
Yeah, I must have missed something because I'm 56 XP short. Yes. Revenge for bugging out that boss.
Any challenge for me?
Alright, let's have a look. So, I think this is going to go slightly wrong. So I'm actually going to change my original plan. I'm going to have Idra do the sniping here. Do I... It failed target suffers psychostaff power level plus psychostaff range plus first target wounds, mental damage. Yeah, we're going to also use the telepath staff and hope for the best here.
It's about time.
But yes, that's all. It's all gone. Yeah, I didn't manage to make it to tier 2. I missed something. I'm not sure what I missed, but I missed something. So I'm 56 EXP short. It could even be because I stepped on that grenade, because that could have been a 20 HP grenade or something. Oof. Oof, 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 oof.
Follow my lead.
Wow, fun times are about to be had. We didn't make it to T2. You heard the level up as we got there. And unfortunately, there is no way for us to do the level. Yeah, I must have missed a skill check or a dialogue on the bridge or forgotten to go back to turn something in. You can end up 200 over as well. Yeah, the level up sound going into that. This is going to be fun when we unfortunately have people we don't want injured. Alright, so the thing is, to make sure he doesn't burst fire, we need to spread people out. So Idra we're going to kind of want here to be able to try and snipe up there. Pascal, we're going to want you in cover. Bella, we're going to pop you there. Cassia, we're going to want you kind of here. Maybe even there. Ablard, maybe even there. So, what's the turn order? So we're going to get Catherine's turn first. If she goes there, Aurora might go for her. So what happens if we put you there? Hopefully, we've spread out enough that Aurora won't burst fire us. We'll have to find out. That was literally the worst thing that could have happened there. Okay. We do still have the sniper on. That's very unfortunate. That was literally what we didn't want to happen.
My tactics are flawless. Not my specialty.
62. We went from there. 84. But we're going to get rushed by a U if we do that. What's your movement points? 8. Damn. Dodged.
On it.
Oh, he's still got blinded. Something.
That was insulting.
Okay. Well,
I am a
let's go all in on the
navigator,
buffs
not a
on
servitor.
Idra, I guess.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Alright, Abelard for now.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent.
You're just going to want to kind of distract Aurora. As long as we don't actually attack here, he'll keep the extra 20% armor. So,
That's not the seneschal's
taunting
job.
scream. Yep. So for now, we'll just leave it a blood there. Fortunately, they've run up to her.
Advancing. Running binary override.
45? Perfect. Alright, slow rolls damage. Yeah, Abelard took 1 damage there. That's absolutely fine. So, what we will do then,
I shall not fear.
let's clear the trash. We still want that sniper dead. So, at the moment, let's see what Idara's chances to hit. 60% there. If we go into the open, are we more likely to land a shot? 72. I'm going to risk it. I am definitely going to risk it. Oof. Oof, indeed.
Anything else?
It's probably going to shoot them, so I'll try and give a little buff. Nice.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Will do.
Let's do it. He passed the... yeah, he passed the test. Yeah. He takes 30% if he fails that test. So... do we want to buff Abelard so he can get... yeah, so he can get a good hit on Aurora.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
For now... yep, it's fine.
I will do my duty. Indeed.
Rendering damage hated by Aurora. Yep, perfect.
It will be done.
Then, Pascal as well. So he can do a good 90 damage here. Let's do a charge shot. Miss. Now, Aurora should try to run for Pascal and then run back. Ooh, just kicked Abelard. Okay. Can we get a shot off? We can, but it's not going to be the best. We're kind of in the open still. No, what's our chances to hit here? At this rate, we might actually be able to get closer for Taunting Scream.
Anything else?
Really now. Right. Abelard got knocked down, which is kind of annoying. Aurora can really just get to anyone he feels like it. So what I could do, if that's the case, let's try Idira again with this. He passed it again.
Isn't this a job
Buff
for the
Pascal
serfs?
then. Abelard's going to get up. Not much more else you can do with that. Alright, let's try it again. We don't really want to keep spamming charge shots actually. But now, strip armor, shoot, try to lower his stuff again. He's going to start destroying the shuttles now. I did want to take this out before he destroyed the shuttles, but yeah, Cabela getting absolutely mowed down, so... Oh, we're standing right next to Aurora, are we? Trash spawn.
Can I fall back now? Suits. Value has been
Yeah.
lost. All crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he's actually come out of cover somewhat. Ah, did that not just one shot him straight outright? Oh, yo. Alright, Cassia's gonna go next. We're probably gonna want to use Cassia to actually mostly clear out this trash. Unfortunately, she didn't. Well, if that's the case...
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Nice. We get a 0 AP attack. She's doing quite a bit of damage to Aurora. Oh, he's got his gun out, so she can actually just freely move if she wanted to. Can you finish the sniper? Nice. Alright, so we're not going to have to worry about him now. So we'll end your turn. Abelard is all the way back here. That's not good. But we might be able to get into range to try and taunt and scream.
I will do my duty.
Pascal. Alright, stop moving you up. Yeah, we'll take those guys out. Then, what is Aurora's armor like right now? Still 60%. We can put on some exploits. We'll do a little armor strip. So we'll drop down to 38. Ooh, there goes. Oh. Now he's in melee.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Sucks to suck. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing she can do. Any action she takes, he will punish and kill her. We just gotta hope we can take a step and not die. Nah, no chance.
I am a navigator, not a foe painted black.
Well, the good news, we should easily beat Aurora now because we took out all the problems.
For von Valancius.
For von Valancius, indeed.
At your beck and call, an exemplary strike. Victory.
This is why people love her blood. He's just he's here to fuck up some Aurora.
It will be done. Indeed.
Alright, Pascal. We're risking another charge shot, but oh well. Yeah.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Get him, Pascal. We really didn't want that to miss. But we can use joint analysis to give Abelard a nice little buff. Cassia. Let's
Me? If you insist.
accidentally moved him closer. However, Abelard's turn. We can get a nice little charge. Another hit.
Back and call. It will be done.
Abelard just there like, fight me. Yeah, no. Abelard very easily taking the Chaos Space Marine is pretty funny. Oh my god. Abelard, I think it's not going to be Abelard who gets final hit. I think it's going to be Pascal. That's kind of like, fuck out of here. Oh, funny. Oh, very funny. Arc Militum. Grand Strategist. You can go Grand Strategist or Bounty Hunter, but I'm going to go Bounty Hunter. Yeah, executioner. Hilarious. Everyone just that all went so wrong. Like it couldn't have gone more wrong. Like there was so much wrong. Wrong. But as for you, we can give you back your little shotgun. And what's the best sword you got? Oh, 813. Ah, but no, this is going to be bad with that. How long would it take, would the wait for 1.4 post DLC in your opinion? It's probably not going to be till autumn. Like, we might not even see it till September for 1.4. Yeah, that one shuttle, man. How dare they? Cabela's roundly cutting herself on the bridge. Like an edgy teenager. Possible to release at the Day of Skulls event. I don't think it'll get released on the Day of Skulls event. I think they're going to announce when it will be. I would say a minimum a week, a maximum in a month is if I was to bet. But I very, very much doubt it will get released on Skulls. Minimum week, maximum month is what my money would be on. Nuke the planet. I mean, it was going to be doomed anyway. Yeah. Yeah, 1.4 won't even begin development until after the DLC drops, and it's probably going to be a few hot patches as well. So, like I said, yeah, we probably won't see, we won't see 1.4 until more, September way, autumn-ish. I think I'll do Incognito this time to get the Knuckle Guard. Yeah. Let's give you your level real quick, because... Oh, hey, nope. 2 archetypes. We're Arc Militant. And also Arc Militant. Yep. Oh, I should have put people to their ship stations. We're going to have to do space combat without that. Void combat. Do. Which configuration do I have again? Autoloader configuration? We're going to probably want to get away from that one. Very nice. Get ready to turn. Ooh, getting close. If we had only had Argenta in her seat, we could take that out. Right, let's drop that there. Oh, actually, we do have it. Never mind. Let's make them chase us. Ugh. Not the best choice. Oh, they're just out of reach, actually. Oh, that's good for that. Ugh. Getting messed up. Yeah, dude, the real MVP of this stuff is yeah, it's definitely void ship combat. It's so hard. Storian, I've actually come up with a different mixed attacker build because of this. This sword is really strong. And if you set up, so you use Arms Master, so your range kills reduce the cost of that, you can use the area attacks on them as well. And basically, yeah, this does a shit ton of damage as you build up psi rating. And then if you're using the Daemon tool, because every hit builds up psi rating, your orchestrate damage goes through the roof as well. It's really strong. And then you can put on the Arc Militant's hood later, and again, really strong. Yeah. Oh, whilst we're here, we can just scan that. Just a little bit of EXP. Talk to these guys. But yeah, the Arc Militant Heinrich's dodge sort of build thing using the Veil Render is actually quite viable, and you can take Arms Master and board expertise with it as well. Ship. Got to put the posts in. We can fill that when we pick up J. Oh, we don't have a lance weapon. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, if they do a Dark Heresy Kickstarter and start that, I'll probably donate to that one as well. Do we need both of you? Well, we are the Argent build. But yeah, it's going to be very exciting. If they accidentally leak Dark Heresy today with the picture announcement that they put on the Discord and on Twitter and stuff, that would be really funny if that's how we all found out, because they accidentally leaked that. Oh, yeah. I'll probably do the initial footfall encounter, and I'll probably end the stream after this one. I feel like it's a nice little place. Ladies, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate... Yep, we were told. Yep. Yep.
Hey, newcomers!
I like...
How's this for a warm welcome?
Motherfuckers. Well, at least we got Idra's forewarning, so we get some dodge boost. Oh, wait a minute. The dock thing isn't here because we obviously didn't announce ourselves. That's interesting. That's also cool. I like that it changes the battlefield based on if you announced yourself. That's really cool. Oh, actually, Cassia can get her blast on. Yeah, fuck these dudes.
If I may.
Trust me. As the tenets demand, the shadow comes, the other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure. I will
Right,
not
do
die in
that.
dishonor. Trust. Let your soul be purged.
I thought I'd get more. Oh, I should have used
Isn't this
that.
a job for the serfs?
Whoops, I forgot about my own abilities.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Ugh, Abelard getting shotgunned. Oh my god! Abelard's getting destroyed. Sucks to suck. Forgot to change her staff out. Whoops.
Was it you? Or
Yeah, I was meant to give her the lightning staff.
on it?
That's a big whoopsie daisy.
But of course.
Yeah. Oops.
Will do.
Oh, Abelard's getting fucked up. At least some of these guys are doing 0. Armored Anvar Fogs.
Not a problem for me. All stand a chance.
Kibbles. Oh, actually, you can probably kill both of these guys. So let's just mark one. Do this. Get some extra stuff.
Death comes in silence. As the tenets demand,
She could low momentum it.
the shadows
She already
will
broke her leg in this time. Good grief.
to the undying emperor. Can't escape someone. Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I've done 2 playthroughs and still haven't found a Pascal build I really like. Wish there was a warrior instead of an operator. Yeah, everyone wishes they weren't operators on everything.
Messiah condemns you.
Can't really get that up there.
The Messiah knows all, comprehends.
Time to
Abelard's really
prove my
really had a bad time.
field
There we go.
medicine at its finest. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Could be a little bit further. Ah, get parried.
Indeed. And your one fewer target.
Well, in that case,
Give me strength.
oh, I didn't see you there. Oh no. Well. Well.
Anything else?
Don't summon a demon.
I am a navigator, not a servant. accustomed to being ordered around.
On it. But of course.
Ugh, she's gonna hit her.
Already done.
Ooh. Oh, you know, it's just a pistol.
Nothing I can't do. So,
Yeah.
was your biggest mistake.
Bloodstained Amelia. Oh, can you really not get up there? It's fine.
Dance of blades and shadows. I shall not fail.
Okay. Bloodstained Amelia. Ooh.
Just a minor setback. I will do my duty. Reduce to dust.
Very nice.
It will be done.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
What? Was that you? Or
Move the zone up.
If you insist, my captain, me.
Is she really running back?
there is movement in the Imperial.
Sometimes these enemies... Well, this one's being smart by running back. It's just being annoying, though, as well. Even Proc never stopped shooting, but we can't quite get her.
Absolutely not.
Knock her down, though, so she can't keep running.
I bring mercy and retribution. As honor ordains.
Boom. Nice. Yep, continue. Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know where they were? Yep. Go and report this to the Liege. Up, 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 up. Naturally, Cabela broke her leg in combat, as she often does. Ah, sweet. Got a nice little shotgun upgrade, the combat shotgun. Yes. I'll throw that on there for now. Till we get a little faux hammer upgrade. But yeah, Pascal Grand Strategist, I'm not the biggest fan. The Bounty Hunter, again, not the biggest fan. The problem is, Operative itself just isn't a very all that worthwhile archetype. It's low damage, it's slow damage, it's slow debuff, it's low counterattack, it's low attack economy, it's low survivability. There isn't really anything it brings to the table or excels at. Like, the armor ship could be useful if there weren't like a billion other ways to do it. Yep. Cool. Deflection gloves. Yeah, give me all of that. Target designator. Yep, that's good for our snipers. Bolt upgrade. Yep. We'll take the plasma pistol upgrade. Oh wait, no, we can't take that yet. Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's not as useful as it could be. Parry chance against melee attacks. Well, we don't need that now. We can take this because it just looks nice. And you there, you there, you there, you there, you there. Cool. I wish bolt pistols had more ammo. They're just not the best because of their low ammo, you know? Regular plasma pistols. Las gun. Regular. Terrible. doesn't really work. Regular swords. It's got a Weber already. Don't think we need flak armor. Flak vest we don't need either. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. You, or you, or you. I like to keep that just because it looks nice. I always go with the plasma on him. Bounty Hunter has decent damage output because his plasma scales up with every hit. Yeah, that's not too plasma itself, but you do obviously get more armor pen stuff, so he does do quite a bit of nice damage that way. What was the helmet again? I think it's the noise press. Nope. I haven't bought it yet. But the target designator, whenever it hits an enemy with Deadeye shot, it reduces enemy's deflection by 1 and applies 1 exploit. For now. Yeah, do you not have the analyst helm? Ah, you have the analyst helm, but you can't use it at the moment. So, we're going to swap that to you. I can go here, because you're using the snipers at the moment. Pascal, you might as well just take this just to get the armor. Yeah, because with all of that. Very nice. So, Arc Militant, do we want Wildfire first or Reckless Rush? We'll take Reckless Rush. Do we want Wildfire first? What did I put down that I was going to take first? I put Reckless Rush. Yeah, I guess, because once you get Always Ready, that's useful for the actual additional shots. Grand Strategist, we want Point of Curiosity, because that's like one of the best things in the game. We naturally want Claim the Bounty, because we increase Pascal's rate of fire. Obviously, Pain Resonance gives us that nice little bit of AoE bleed damage. Arc Militant, Ablar, did we go Reckless Rush first on him as well? We put Wildfire. Well, I put Wildfire. But you could go Reckless Rush as well. Yeah, let's. Oh, that's because that's the wrong build. Yep. Cool. And Idira. I need to swap her staff before I forget. And I think Idira I was going for Santic Power Setup one. Yeah, and we'll give her her AoE staff back. Because that sucks not being able to just clear that turn 1. Very nice. Idira character I had a hard time finding use for. Outside of Law Warp, she doesn't really stand out. I need to try more of her. Well, she's good for her awareness. Yeah, you can use Law Warp with her. But she's mostly psych stuff. If you go telepathy and pyromancy, she can be quite a good nuker, and especially if you then go Santic. When you get the Spirit Drape, you can drop a ton of buffs and then just nuke things. So she does have her uses. But yeah, they're definitely worth trying Overseer with, because Pascal will get the Servo Swarm or the Eagle, depending on which you want to use, which I imagine could add some nice little benefits to him. Obviously Idra, Spirit Drape, and the Cyber Raven, that's going to be crazy meta, because she's going to be able to AoE buff, so I'm going to make a really hard buffing Idra build, and then just hope she doesn't summon demons. But yeah, that's going to be a little bit of fun. And let's just have a quick look at Argenta. What's going to be better? So you, Argenta, what do we like better at the moment? Modified Bolter? Retro Pattern Bolter. So this one... Oh, yes, that's more than double. Yeah, the Bolter's better. Which means I might, just for a little bit, give you the Ripper whilst we're just trying to get the AP down of the stolen autocannons. Until we have the heavy gunner talent, that costing 3, it is getting a little bit annoying. So yeah, that's going to be better. So that way I'll actually be able to use both my actions. And you can pick up Reckless Rush as well. Cool. I'm going to give it a little save there. Thanks guys for stopping by. Yeah, no, look forward to it. So the Arbiter stuff's going pretty good. But my first one, I'll probably go with the Shotgun Soldier Arbiter. See what builds I can do with that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try a 6-man pet sort of gimmick. It's probably not going to be the best. I imagine 5 pets with Cassia Grand Strategist will probably very easily tear through the game. But yeah, it's definitely going to be some fun trying that out. And yeah, and if we get a Dark Heresy announcement, that's going to be very nice as well. So it's, yeah, there's a lot to be looking forward to, I think. But thanks for stopping by. Yeah, if you like what we see, send a like stuff. Obviously, I've been updating the spreadsheet. So before I end the stream, I will quickly go through some little changes I've done for those of you that are here. So Burning Death Field I haven't really touched much. I did do a run through and update a few things in preparation for the DLC based on some changes I'm hearing that are coming. But I showed off that I'd done the Cypher's Kane build for the Astra Militarum Commander. The build that I'm currently running on this stream is also in here, which is kind of what I'm playing around with now. Companions, I've had a little update to a few of their builds, like especially if we look at Heinrich's. I've updated his 4-sword and build combo to go using Awakened Nightmare and Veil Render as well as Daredevil Pistol, because Arms Master can reduce the cost of his burst fire attacks and his area attacks to 1, and you can switch between them to build versatility, and every critical activates the Arc Militant's Cape, as that's been renamed. Which can allow him to do like 10k plus damage hits, and then with the procs of Veil Render or Awaken Nightmare, like his damage he can do 15k melee, so it's really strong. Yeah, they've released pet details. So if we quickly go over here, I'll bring up the announcement so I can quickly explain some of that, because they explain some of the initial abilities. So let's bring up news. So, yep, they brought up familiars as well. So, the Cyber Mastiff is going to be unique to Arbitas. Any class as Arbitas will have access to Overseer as a tier 2. So, everyone can use Cyber Mastiff if you're an Arbitas. So, yep, keep that in mind. It's going to be sort of the tanky damage type. The Cyber Raven is going to be able to be used by any Psyker going into Overseer. So, you can have a Blade Dancer, Psyker, and then go into Overseer and then have the Cyber Raven. One of the abilities of this is when you target the Cyber Raven with a non-damaging Psyker power, it does an AoE buff like a dome. So I'll show the news where they show that. So you got Server Skull Swarm, which I'm hoping is going to be good for Pascal, and then you got the Cyber Eagle, which might be for officers, but officers and operatives have access to both of these. And we've even got a picture of Solomon right here in the background. So that's the new companion that's coming. But they did drop some new stuff with the Origin. So they explained a little bit more about how they work. They gave an idea of the ability Apprehend. So it's something that you can use to target an enemy, and then you do extra damage to them from your guy. Cyber Raven, like I said, they do a dome base from 4 squares. So 4 squares out from the Cyber Raven. If you buff your own Raven, it will buff all your allies. So Spirit Drape, yeah, that's going to be game breaking. It's going to be so game breaking. Yeah, Warp Relay. That's that ability there. Then the Cyber Eagle will be able to attack enemies and force them to try and shoot at it. And if you position it into a way where it will shoot towards its own allies, it will gun down its own allies. And this looks like the Void Station encounter where you get the Gunslinger's Helm. And then the Server Skull Swarm will be able to give stuff like full cover to your allies that are in partial cover, as well as some other things. So this is probably going to be the party buffer, and this one's probably going to be the debuffer. I feel like the Servo Swarm and the Eagle do the opposite of what I want them to do, but we'll have to see once we get all the abilities. But no, it does look nice. But they've obviously shown off the Arbitus. So there's Solomon coming in. What's that? Is that he had a shotgun or a bolt pistol? Oh no, one-handing a shotgun. So he's using one-handed shotgun and a shield there. And one of their abilities is they can one-hand the two-handed shotguns, so that does look nice. So yeah, so they've obviously got the the shield one, shotgun one, and the cascadator one. And because of the shotgun one, because you'll be able to one-hand two-handed shotguns, you will be able to use a shield with it. So Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, like I said, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, leave any comments and I'll get some later if you have any other questions. But yeah, there's been a good day for leaks. We're definitely eating good at the moment. But thanks for stopping by.